Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, it's 𝗙𝗶𝗍𝗀𝗲. Thanks for coming. So in today's video, this is some shady thing that is happening in my country and I just can't stand why. Oh my god, guys, let's fast watch this clip and let's talk about it.
What are your views on homosexuality, on gay people?
We don't support gayism in Africa. We think it's really evil because Africans, we want our culture, we maintain it. We want to promote the African culture.
Most of our youth in Uganda today have coped up with the Western culture, which is not good at all.
That's where they get the idea to be gay.
Yes. So for Rihanna, like this video of 𝗬𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. Okay, young girls, they like that video because they see two girls, they were kissing, doing their shit there, so they copy it.
So if they see Rihanna kissing a girl in the video for 𝗬𝗬𝗀𝗀𝗲, some people will copy that.
Yeah.
But where do you get your views from? You know what you think about homosexualities. Where does that come from?
I think the pastors.
It teaches about morals. You shouldn't go against what maybe the Bible says or what you're not supposed to do.
So you all get your views from different pastors, ministers?
Yeah.
Yes? And parents?
Yeah.
We also get our views like from the teachers, and it teaches that homosexuality is wrong. It's so wrong.
It's wrong? No. Okay, in the UK and in America, gay people have rights. They can get married, they can live together. What do you think about that?
Sodom and Gomorrah were punished and Babylon was destroyed because of gay, right? Now, I believe USA and UK, maybe soon they'll be destroyed.
No. It's very dangerous to be gay here, isn't it? I just feel really depressed now. Really, really the most depressed I've felt since I've been here. Because they're the younger generation, I really thought that they would have a different view, and they really don't. And it's a shame, because they're really nice, and depressing.
So as you've seen in the video, guys, this is the entitlement that I say that a lot of white people have, and it's just too much. It's getting out of hand. This white man, as you can clearly see, left Europe or America to come to my country, Uganda, a country that he clearly knows has been anti-gay for a very long time. People in Uganda, whether they are Christians or Muslims or even us cultural people, we do not accept the act, but we do know it's been existing. Africans know homosexuality has been existing. We just don't give it importance because it's not something to put in people's faces. The same way we don't come out and tell people how straight we are. We just exist. And this is the thing that they are doing. Western people come to Africa in a sense of we are giving you knowledge or helping you understand how the world is working. I'm a victim of that. I don't know if I'm a victim, but I saw it happening when I was young. A lot of white people were coming into our schools with charity things, with donations. I always tell you this, guys. And he's in Uganda in this video asking students what they think about homosexuality. Let me tell you guys, every action, every law, everything that is pushed into the world is not mostly for us who are grown up. It's mostly for the young children. That's why when you also look at films that are happening today, cartoons, even books in schools, they are trying to push the homosexuality situation into the kids from a very young age. And this is clearly what these people do when they come to African schools. They bring charity in a sense of, we are going to teach you something. And as you can see in the video, he's trying to convince the students by telling them on how in America or how in Europe, it's very okay to be gay. They have rights, which to me as an African, I don't have a problem with that. Western cultures are different from African cultures, but I've never seen an African go to Europe and tell people to be polygamous. It's been condemned in the Western world on how Africans are polygamous, but when it comes to being homosexual, then the Western people want to tell Africans on how it's very okay. The one thing I want to really appreciate and thank Africans is that the generation of youth today, or the generation that is coming out from Africa today, is more of ask questions and get answers with evidence. We are no longer our parents of, believe and you shall receive, believe and things will happen. We are more of critical thinkers than it was before, and that is a threat to the Western people. And it's funny how this man is saying he's depressed.
Because they're really nice and depressing.
Why are you depressed, Mr. White Man? Why? Is it because Africans are sticking to themselves? Is it because Africans are now following their rules and not changing for any Western people? Why are you depressed? You said it's okay to be gay in your Western cultures. Why is it a problem for you to feel because Uganda does not accept it? It's now an issue for everybody, and now you want to bring in the human rights situation. If white people, if Western people cared about human rights, Congo today would be a very peaceful country. Libya would still be a very peaceful country. But ever since Gaddafi was killed, it has never seen peace. People are dying every day in Congo, in Libya, in African countries. Slavery is still happening in Africa, but human rights groups somehow don't exist when that's happening. But when it comes to pushing an act or something that the Western people want to push into Africa, that's when they want to talk about human rights, like this lady said in this statement.
One thing at the top. We have grave concerns with the passage of the Anti-Homosexuality Act, AHA, by the Parliament of Uganda, and increasing violence targeting LGBTQI+ persons. If the AHA is signed into law and enacted, it would impinge upon universal human rights, jeopardize progress in the fight against HIV/AIDS, deter tourism and invest in Uganda, and damage Uganda's international reputation. The bill is one of the most extreme anti-LGBTQI+ laws in the world. Human rights are universal. No one should be attacked, imprisoned, or killed simply because of who they are or whom they love.
We're certainly watching this real closely, and we would have to take a look at whether or not there might be repercussions that we would have to take, perhaps in an economic way, should this law actually get passed and enacted. And that would be really unfortunate, because so much of the economic assistance that we provide Uganda is health assistance, and largely through PEPFAR.
Yeah, human rights. Now they are very concerned about human rights in our African countries. And it's funny because now they want to say, AIDS or HIV is happening in Africa. It's been happening for a very long time. People have been there. People have been having medications, even traditional medicines. Why are you making it a deal that because we are not accepting what you want, people are going to die over HIV/AIDS, which has been happening, which you also have in your Western countries? Really, this hypocrisy is something that I really can't stand, and I wish us as Africans could understand that we do need each other, and we need to learn more about ourselves and really not get in the lies of these people. Yeah, human rights are now a problem, and Uganda is clearly a country without human rights because they don't accept an Western culture. How ironic. Threats of not giving us help, as always. They always want to tell us on how if we don't accept what they want, we will not get help. But then when other countries also come into Africa, like China, Russia, or any other countries, it's still also a problem for the Western people to accept that Africa can still be in an alliance with other countries of the world. So guys, that was it for today. I hope you liked the video. Tell me what you think, comment, and let me know, is Africa going to win in this battle? Is Uganda going to win in this battle? Are we Ugandans? Should we be ready for war anytime soon from the Western people? Let me know. And why are we still letting people like that white man come into our African schools and teach our children about an act that we clearly do not accept? And like the student said, what we see on TV is what most of the kids really put in their minds. Like, we grew up thinking America is all glitz and glamour, when it's clearly not. So if they're pushing these things in the children, let's be careful, guys. Yes, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.